Alright guys, I just want to make this video. This yard before, back probably 2 months before everything stayed soaking wet. And although I still love the mower, it isn't nothing on the mower, it's just the weather. So here in Tennessee it has been soaking wet all summer long. That's what your mower looks like when you're cutting wet junk in the mornings. But it doesn't matter if you cut grass at 9 o'clock in the morning or if you cut it at 5 o'clock in the evening, it's been wet. Look at this. Big old clumps. And just clumped everywhere. Look at that. All the way up through there, through there, through there. So this video is for the guy that mows in the evenings when he gets off work. Kind of like me when I was still working a job. And look at this. Thick. And you go, man, this mowing for a living is pretty awesome. I get me a bunch of yards. Heck, I could knock out probably 10, 12 a day. You think that? Because you're getting off work and you're cutting it when it's dry and you're just blowing right through them. Well, when you get out into the reality of lawn service and a lawn business, you got to come cut in the morning. And when you come cut in the morning and it's wet, this is what you're going to get. So you got to realize or figure out, do I know how to cut wet grass? Do I know how to make this look good? It takes some experience. I'm not gonna lie. The first day I took off when I started, and I went to a customer's yard, and I mean it looked horrible. I mean I was cutting on the same height. I didn't raise it up any, and so I didn't know what to expect. I was like, well, it didn't rain last night, why is it so wet? But it was from the dew. And we've had so much rain here this year that it doesn't matter if it's early in the morning or late in the evening. If you're mowing yards, whether they're weekly or bi-weekly, they're wet. My weekly yards, even my weekly yards, I'm having to run over. So the question is, are you going to leave this, or are you going to make it look good, or do you know how to make it look good? So the answer is no. I don't leave it like this. I mean, if this customer said, hey, I just want my grass knocked down, I don't care what it looks like, I'm going to leave it. I'm not going to spend the extra time. But I'm mowing this one back and forth this way. And once I'm done, I'm going to come back, raise the deck up, and I'm going to go that way and back, blowing the grass out. Now, is it going to be perfect and look pristine and look like a weekly cut? No, but it's going to look really good. And when she comes home from work, she's not going to go, dang, why did I pay him what I paid him because my yard looks like crap? This is what you deal with. Rarely, and I'm not going to say nobody does, I mean, you got all these weeds growing. Now, if this was all grass, it may not be too bad, but you got all these weeds growing. This is just an old farmyard. Used to be an old field and they stuck a house in it. But, you know, you got all this growing. I mean, of course, this has been cut, hasn't. But do you know how to take care of this? And do you know how to make it look good? Don't you need the experience to do that? Am I trying to say, hey, don't get into the lawn service? Nope, not saying that. It's great. You can make some good money if you know what you're doing. But that machine is amazing. It cuts grass wet. It cuts it great. And, you know, you got to raise it up some. But this is just the nature of the beast in lawn service. So I'll show you some before. This is the before, and I'll show you some. And, you know, for the guys, the girls maybe listening to this thinking you want to get into lawn service, do you know how to make this look good? Are you prepared for it? I mean, it's just chunked wet grass. Like I said, I wasn't. When I started, I didn't have a clue. So I just had to figure it out. I felt like I'd never cut a yard in my life the first one I cut that was wet, because I thought it was going to be just as easy as me getting off work at 3 o'clock and taking off and everything being super dry and just blowing through them yards. Then I'm sitting there going, dang, I've been here for an hour and a half. Why is it still taking me that long? Well, I go the extra effort in my business to make it good so I have a happy customer. Now, like I said, if she said, hey, I don't care, down, you know, that's what I'm going to do. But when you're getting into the lawn service, getting in the lawn business, cutting grass, do you know how to make this look good? Because you're going to face rainy weather and you're going to face rainy and wet yards, and you know, do you know what to do with them when you do get them? Just a question for thought. But yeah, be prepared for your mower to have grass caked up all over it, caked on the wheels and tires and on the deck be clogged up. I mean, most of the time when you got a yard like this, which I got a spot right over here, but you got to find a pile out for your grass. You got to find some place to let that grass go out of that deck, cut it off, dump it, and then take it back off. But just wanted to show you this yard. I'll show you what it looks like afterwards. But yeah, I mean, you just got to know what you're doing, get a little experience with it, and then you'll be all right. But you know, do you know what to do with wet grass, and especially like we've had this year when it's been wet, no matter what time of day you cut it?